Well, welcome to the Cinnabar, and Merry Christmas. Now, as 2023 draws to a close, we're excited to announce some major changes coming in 2024, and not the least of which is that we're expanding. We're not only expanding, we're expanding into the great state of Wyoming. You see, we're just finalizing the purchase of a full-service, fully staffed gunsmithing, restoration, and rifle building shop called Wyoming Armory in the great Old West and Old West firearms town of Cody, Wyoming. Now, we're really excited about this. Now, currently, Wyoming Armory isn't really well known. They haven't really advertised much. They do fabulous work there. They do a kind of a full service, they restore, if you bring Grandpa's old gun in just for a re-blue, or they do a full service restoration. They build some rifles, not only old Winchesters, particularly the 85 high walls, but even long range bolt guns. So really a full service type of a shop there, and do great work. They really specialize in finishes and case color hardening. Their case color hardening is fabulous. You may have heard me talk a little bit about it in the past, but they're really as good as anybody out there, and their turnaround times are far better than most, and their costs are far better than most. So this is a great shop, and with our purchase and our two companies coming together, we're excited to make it even better. Our goal, and the goal of the folks that are working there now, is to make it a world-class restoration shop, and that's exactly where we're going to go with it. Now, one of the really cool things about being in Cody, Wyoming, of course, is it's the center of the universe, especially for us Winchester collectors, because this shop is just a stone's throw away from the Cody Firearms Museum, which houses the Winchester reference collection and all the factory records for Winchester, Marlin, Savage, L.C. Smith, and many others. So what a fabulous opportunity to have our shop walking distance from the museum, where if we have any questions, we can trundle right on over to the museum and see if we can't find an answer to them right in Winchester's own records. So really excited about that opportunity, and be able to work with the museum even more closely, and maybe even do a little more filming there from the Cody Firearms Museum. Now, just because we're going to be setting up shop there in Cody doesn't mean we're leaving the Cinnabar by any means. We're going to keep the Cinnabar Gunworks operating, but we're going to concentrate more here on some of my projects, some of my wife's projects. We'll do a few antique firearms, and then we're going to try to expand on our barrel making and get that process moving along. Now, if you saw last year, we purchased a old Civil War vintage Pratt & Whitney rifling machine, but we've been looking for the rest of the equipment to go along with that, and we just got an opportunity to go through a shop where an older gentleman, gunsmith, barrel maker, blacksmith, wheelwright. This guy was talented in so many ways. Unfortunately, he passed, and his family's contacted us about coming and looking through his equipment, and offered us the opportunity to purchase some of that equipment to finish off our rifle barreling project. So we're going to get much further into that, get everything, all the equipment in place, and start learning how to make vintage rifle barrels. And so that's going to be a tremendous process, and of course we'll show every step of that process along the way. Now, we've also got some fantastic firearms coming through the shop these days. We've got some collections, some consignment guns that are coming through, some of the guns that we've picked up along the way. Let me just show you one that I'm really excited about that just came in a few days ago. This is a Morse Confederate carbine. Extremely rare, and of course you probably noticed if you watched the channel a couple weeks ago, we did a Smith carbine. We did a little shooting with a Smith carbine, which was a Union carbine. So the owner of this decided that we needed to give the South some equal time, so he brought this over, and we're gonna do an episode or two on it here soon, and then it's for sale on our site too. So he consigned it to sell as well as being able to show it, and we've got a whole lot more rare and interesting guns coming in. This next week we've got an entire Winchester estate coming in. There's a Henry, there's some special order 86s, a beautiful first model 73. So we've got some great episodes coming up with those, and then a lot of them will end up consigned and on our website as well. Now, ones that don't sell right away, we'll be heading off this next month to the Las Vegas Antique Arms Show down obviously in Las Vegas. That is just the creme de la creme of antique arms shows in the United States, and this year it's going to be even better with the addition of Brian LaBelle's Old West collectible show there too, and auction. So it's going to be a fabulous show, and the folks that put that show on have asked me to come down and do some videotaping there too, so we're going to invite you folks along to that. And I'll tell you what, there isn't a higher quality Old West type firearm show, and now with Brian LaBelle, the addition of Brian LaBelle's show there too, with all things Old West, leather, silver, all that kind of good stuff, and also the engravers guilds there too. So get to see some of the best engravers from across the United States, and some of them sit right there at the tables and engraving. It's just a fascinating thing to watch. Now, we're going to continue with our channel. Obviously, things are going to be very, very busy, so we might not be as consistent posting content, but we're definitely going to keep up the channel here. Some of it will continue to be from here at the Cinnabar. Some of it will be from the Wyoming Armory over in Cody. And our plan really is over there to show the entire process. A lot of times we show some of the guns that I'm working on, a few little projects here and there, and we go out and test fire them. We'll try to take some of these projects at the armory from cradle to grave, from the very start of the process to test firing at the end, and not just restorations, but new builds as well. So I think that's just going to add a whole new dimension to our channel, and it's just going to be fascinating to see that process and be able to see every step of the process along the way. Now, of course, we're coming to the end of 2023. If you watch the channel, you know our sponsors, Old Arms of Idaho, have been running a promotion through the end of the year, 15% off all orders on their website or over the phone with the promotion code Cinnabar 2023. So you only have about a week left. If you got anything you need to order from Old Arms of Idaho, make sure and get it done and get that code in there. Now, I would just want to say big thanks. Our channel has grown so much. We're still a pretty small channel, but it's finally got to the point where we're paying for the ammunition off of the views that we're getting, and that's a big step for our little channel. And I want to thank all you folks out there that have supported the channel, are watching, commenting, hitting those like and subscribe buttons. It really, really helps to be able to produce these videos. If you like them, pass them on to your friends. We sure appreciate it. So I want to wish you all just a very, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and to all your family and friends. Until next time, happy trails from the Cinnabar.